it's time, man. I gotta tell mom and dad. Like, he's like, oh, if you want to do it, you do it, bro. And I was like, yeah, I gotta do it. Like, it's stressing me, it's killing me. You know, this is the right time. Do you know what I mean? And then, of course, I was on the toilet at the same time, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like because I was on the toilet, it gave me that confidence.
Good morning, good evening. Thank you for tuning in to the Kasi Podcast. Thank you for being here. If you're on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. If you're listening to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, thank you for tuning in. We're back with episode 13. Two special guests with us today. We have Tyler and Milena with us.
Hey guys.
The Sprangers.
Sprangers. Yeah.
How are you guys? You guys
We're
good?
missing one person.
Yeah, we're
Oh, you are?
They're missing the main person.
I was
but
like,
it's fine.
when I knew I was going to have you on, I was even thinking, of course, it was never going to be a possibility.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that would be like hilarious if
It
you had
would not work.
It would not work. We
whatsoever.
thought about
He
it.
would be pulling everything.
Yeah.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought
The
as well.
cameras will be flying. So
Yeah.
This, he would love this.
Yeah, he would love it.
to play with this.
I was thinking that too. I was like, that would be funny, but that would not work at all.
No.
How have you guys been, man? We've had a crazy past year with stuff, with everything, with lockdowns and COVID and whatnot. How have you guys been over the past year or so?
Honestly, as a family, we've been, kept each other strong. It's been up and down. We've had plenty of good times, spent a lot of time at the beginning of lockdown, especially just as a family.
That was great, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really great time. Luai was like 3, 4, 5 months. So it was really just all about him, developing our little unit. And then, of course, me going into hospital, it was a very rocky period,
time.
But either way for it, like, I'm 100% grateful with everything that happened. You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, it's not really a big change because I'm a stay-at-home mum anyway. So I was staying at home in COVID, staying at home now, same shit. Yeah,
you sort of went straight into it. So just to give a bit of context for people who don't know, we go back into 2017. We was on a football apprenticeship. So yeah, let me give a bit of context. So 2017, right? Football apprenticeship, we're there every day. We're studying, we're playing football every day. And over a while, I formed a relationship with Tyler and some other people. And December 2017, I left.
Yeah.
And were we still there until March?
I stayed on, not until March. It was a little bit earlier than that. I think it was February, end of February actually. So
December I left that, going into 2018. But I still had you on social media and whatnot. And we do every now and then we talk. I still see your stuff. And I was on Snapchat one day, and I came across your story. And first of all, it was weird because like it wasn't a recording from your phone; it was like a recording of a recording.
Yeah.
But it caught my eye, and I saw you. I recognized you. I recognized someone that looked like you. And then I saw someone else, a lady standing on your arm, which of course is Milena. And you was in I remember this vividly. You was in like a white dress.
No, you was in a baby blue dress. I was in a white.
Oh, the baby shower.
Yeah. Like a blue strip.
So
blue dress.
White. Yeah. So, and you had
a bump. Mm-hmm.
And it's like a party sort of thing. You guys are standing there, people around.
There's a gender
recording.
reveal. Yeah.
There's I'm seeing blue confetti.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the story and I'm scratching my head and I'm like, wait a minute,
what's going on here?
And of course, like it's a recording, so I can't see it properly. And I'm going back, like I'm keeping tapping back at the screen.
Has to make sure, isn't it? Yeah.
And so my mind is doing addition now. It's like Tyler, another lady, she's got a bump. It's a party kind of thing. I'm seeing blue confetti. My mind is going,
what's going on here?
Yeah. But my brain is going, nah, that's like, because I see the picture of your brother. I know it looks like you. My brother's like, nah, that's not Tyler. That's like his brother or something. I'm deep in that. This guy's going to have a kid.
That's right.
This guy's going to have a kid.
How old was I? 20? No. I was 20 years old at the time.
I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was 20 years old. I was a young lad. I looked even younger than 20, so...
I looked really young at the time as well, yeah.
And also, I didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, except for like my brother, parents, of course, blah, blah, blah.
It took you a while to even tell them.
To put it on social media, and especially because at the start, it was like, he wasn't planned. He was unplanned.
Yeah.
So he.
And our we didn't have a relationship at the start as well. It was really difficult as well for the first, I'd say half a year. It was a very difficult time for us. There was a time in my pregnancy we didn't even speak because it was really difficult. It was really difficult for us both because we literally met in November 2019. Yeah. And we got pregnant January 1st. So it was like
crazy.
And that's like us dating.
Yeah.
So it was such a short period. And then
you really barely
we barely knew each other.
On top of that, she was in West London. I was all the way down in South London.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's not like every single day we got a chance to actually, go on dates. It was like once a week, every other week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And we spoke over phone. Like it's difficult to communicate like that, especially when someone's pregnant and someone's stressed about it. Yeah, it was really hard. But he, continued to ask, like, come and see me, and eventually I gave in.
So so I'm looking at the snap now, and I'm like, I'm starting to deep it, like he's gonna be a dad. And of course, because we didn't really see each other like that from when I left in 2017. So this is 2019.
Right, that's correct.
And the only perspective.
I think it was 2020.
Was it 2020?
When was he born? 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, so we met in 2018 then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking 2019.
Yeah. He was born then.
So yeah, I'm thinking about this, and the only perspective I have of Tyler is 2017. His apprenticeship, 2017. So I'm like, bro, how is this guy gonna be a dad? Because I haven't really met him, spoke to him ever since then. And it was crazy. I think I don't know if I messaged you just then, but around that time I messaged you like, congratulations, that's amazing.
I remember.
And I was just thinking like, yo, this guy's my age, like, and he's got a kid. Like, I just thinking of I imagine that everything is just changes.
Of course.
It's a crazy change, yeah.
How you mentioned about, you didn't really tell people, except from really family, of course. How was even that process? Because I imagine if I was in that situation, I would tell family, but I'll be
totally honest. I was stressful at the time. I was stressful to tell my own parents.
Yeah, of course.
Because, as I said, it was unplanned. We were married. That's why I said it took me a while to even allow it to share, to process, to share it into the public on social media. Because for me, I'm the type of guy, I want to process something myself first.
And be
confident and actually say, right, this is what's happening.
And that's that.
It's done. That's that. Let's work with it. Plan A, B, C, how we're going to work through it. Do you know what I mean?
Because I feel like that's how people have less input on your decisions. Yeah. Because if you tell someone at a stage where you're uncertain about things, their input can really, change your decision.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I don't think, and then you'll regret your decision in the later future.
How was it for you telling?
For me, it was a bit easier. It was still difficult, but it was a little bit easier than for Tyler. I told my mom on the same day, but I feel like with her, she kind of already knew. Like I called her and she kind of knew what I was gonna say, because she asked me like a week before, like, oh, like how were your last cramps? I was like, well,
so she
about
knows,
that.
Yeah.
She kind of knew already. My dad was a bit,
of course.
She's a single child as well.
I'm an only child, so
well, not really.
But yeah, kind of, they just told me to get on with it. Like, this is your responsibility now. Is he taking accountability? Yes, he is. Okay, you need to, get everything together and get on with it.
Yeah.
And my friends knew, like my close girl group knew, and that's it. And yeah, we kept it really quiet for a long time.
It's like, you think about it and things like this happen. Like, my mom had me, she was like 17. Yeah. So I know things like this happen.
I mean, my dad was the same age as me.
So were my parents. Our parents were in exactly the same position, the same age gap, the same age that they had the child. It's really crazy.
I think my parents had the same age gap that you guys had, but they were a little bit younger. So it's like, things like this happen, like you just know, but it's like you can't ever understand or plan for it. Or like
imagine yourself in
the
that
panic
situation.
And like, oh crap, what am I gonna? Yeah, you can't you can't, even when you're in it, you can't ever. You're gonna have to feel that.
Yeah.
So like, what was when you guys did come to a place now, say where you were ready to show everyone and put it on social media? Like, what were the sort of steps that you guys had to take?
I mean, I think what we did, I feel as if we just focused on ourselves.
Yeah.
And we've really focused on our relationship.
I know it sounds weird, but we didn't think too much solely on the baby. But instead we actually said, right, let's just focus and build our relationship if we want to actually create a family. And I felt that's the actual best way to actually do it. We said, let's continue dating wherever we're together now. Continue to get know every single little thing about each other and see, it can go somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, that only makes sense.
It's like rekindling our, like, because obviously, like, when you're dating someone, it's all fresh and exciting, and then this like big bomb of news just hit us, and I think that really like put stress on us, and we kind of like pushed each other to the back of our heads, like we were like baby, pram, hot, bottles, and it's then obviously that's what I said. Like with him, he kept on trying to like say let's do this, and I was just not really like my head was elsewhere. And then there was one night where we went out again, and it was like the best night. And from then on, we started going back into that honeymoon period. And I think that's when we knew we liked each other and we were ready.
Yeah, it's like that only makes sense. Like you can't help anyone if you're in need of help.
Yeah,
like, it's impossible for you to help anyone if you can't help yourself.
Exactly.
So it only makes sense that you guys would have had to get yourselves right.
Yeah, you gotta be
personally, and then to get yourselves right together, and really see if you can. I can only imagine that this. I've seen movies like this. Like you guys are removed. I've seen movies where this happens. Like, I can only imagine like you guys having to understand. Oh crap! Like this has happened, but like you said, it was only months into really knowing each other. Is this someone that I really even wanna? So you had to go through that situation. Is this someone that I really even wanna? Spend my life with.
Whilst being pregnant, it was.
I can only imagine.
It was a bit stressful. I was like, am I gonna be a single mom? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I can only imagine. Only you could talk on that, like actually going through the pregnancy and having the worries, like because you're still getting to know each other, having the worries that is this like, of course he's gonna be in your life anyway, because you will, if assuming you made the decision to have the kid, but like that's the only fear that you could talk to of worrying like, am I actually going to be a single mom? Like,
I think with my mentality though, I was like, I'm quite strong-minded in myself, so I knew like regardless of whether Tyler was going to be like with me or not, it didn't matter at the time. So yeah, I felt like I was ready anyway. Like when I actually got past that, that initial whoa. Yeah.
Of course, thank God it did work out.
Yeah.
I did message you, but congratulations anyway, because you are engaged. I think I messaged you.
You did. I'm pretty sure I remember.
Congratulations.
I think you messaged me as
you
well.
are engaged.
Yeah.
So that's even that. I was like, whoa.
Another. So it's a big.
And it's funny because when I talk like older cousins and whatnot, this is what happens. Like you get older and people that you know when you was younger, they go through certain things in life, whether they had a kid or they get engaged or married or something like that. So, I guess when I thought about it, it was just like, this is what's happening. People my age are gonna start getting married now and getting kids. How was that? Like that's like another. Even though you already know you're together, or not, but that's another huge stage.
Becoming engaged.
Yeah, course, like another huge commitment.
Yeah,
it was a commitment, but we knew it
was gonna happen.
We wanted it,
Was it spoken about, or did you?
Yeah.
I think so initially we actually wanted to get married before Luai was born, and we said we're not going to do an engagement, we're not going to do a big wedding, we're just going to get married, registered, so we have but obviously we had like some family circumstances that we couldn't do that at the time, and we still can't, and that's why Tyler actually did have the time to get proposed, because initially we spoke about it, and obviously like every woman wants a proposal and a big wedding, but I was like, do you know what, we have a family now, we'll just get married, we don't need to do that whole engagement thing, buy a ring, etc. But it was really nice that he actually went out of his way to propose, and when we discussed that we weren't going to.
And I remember you guys vlogged it, you did your thing.
I had a feeling,
to make
but
sure it was I had to make sure it was right.
You have to. I feel like if I was ever, she'll never remember. She'll never forget it.
Nah, if you don't make sure you do it.
Yeah, I feel like the girl will never forget it.
Yeah.
Now we did a thing, and of course the son was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
That was nice.
That takes me to you guys' vlog. You do have a vlog.
Yeah.
That you vlog all the time. Well, you have breaks, but you vlog all the time. And I wonder, this is something I was gonna say. What I was leading to before we start recording. I have my YouTube things that I watch regularly come on there, and I'm very serious about. I'm OCD about some stuff, and my YouTube I'm OCD about. But I'm not someone who watches people's like lives. I'm really not. Like, I'm not that kind of, I'm not subscribed. I'm not subscribed to bare people's like story lives. But maybe because it was you, and I know you personally, it was like I have to like. It's like the first video I maybe just checked it just to check it.
Just to see what it's like.
Yeah. But then after a while, I started seeing myself, like, I was subscribed. Like, when you guys are posting videos, I was like, shit, let me go watch that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can genuinely say now that I am a fan of.
Thank you so much.
That means a lot.
And I don't watch vlogging stuff. I don't watch anyone else's vlogging stuff. I have maybe 3 people's stuff that I'm subscribed to, but I don't watch and all that stuff.
Thank you so much.
But even I saw your story today and you said the video come out today, I was like,
oh my God, it's an amazing one. Really you're going to love it.
So when I get home, it's there, fam. So talk to us about that, about vlogging, the conversations about how you came to vlogging and whatnot.
So obviously with our family, like Tyler's main dream in life was football. Like it always has been, it always will be. And with me, it was YouTube. So like since I was young, I really wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I remember asking my mom, and mom was like, no, you're too young. So I had a gaming channel at the time, because obviously you don't need to. I had a gaming channel. I was a gamer.
What did you play?
Listen, like all the little games. No. I had PlayStation. I played all of that like stuff, and then all computer games. And
are videos still on there?
Are the videos definitely not up, because you could hear like my little voice. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was so into like tech and computers and all of that stuff. So, but my mum obviously said I was too young to start the YouTube channel I actually wanted to, and I just procrastinated for so many years. Like I was like, no, the time's not right. I don't have enough money. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have the equipment that these people now have. And obviously when I met Tyler just gave me that, you know, that boost, like you need to just go and push for your dreams. So that's why I started. And then I really wanted a family channel, like in the end. And I was like, I kind of, you know, brought him in, and that's where we're at now. And it's like become one of like our family dreams now as well. And
there are bare, like, it's not like it's something that can't be done. There are bare examples of people with family channels, with family YouTube channels. And even that I don't watch or listen to any, but you guys is one I tune into. It's crazy. Was there ever a conversation about having Luai there, like really in the screen, like, or was there ever?
I mean, at first we were like, we wanted to wait till a certain period. We didn't want to do it too early. You know, I think I can't even remember what we spoke about.
Do you know what? With us, I feel like if he ever showed signs that he didn't want to be on camera. We would not force him, because I feel like with us as people as well, like we're not fake, and we don't really do like some of the stuff that people do for views necessarily, because like I feel like our reputation to us is way more important than like views and things, and we don't really like to fake anything online, like even if it is online. So yeah, we wouldn't ever force Luai to be in a video if he loves it. He loves the camera.
He's the star of the sorry, he's the
star of the show.
He is.
He is 100%.
He enjoys it.
But yeah, we didn't show him at all, like for a very long period of time as well. Like his face, nothing.
Even when I came in, like it wasn't forced. It was actually when I was ready. Because at first I was like,
he wasn't ready.
You know, just do your YouTube. You know, if I'm there, I'm there.
But he wasn't ready to make it a family channel. And then there came a time where he came to me. He said, like, I'm ready to make this like an official channel.
Then I started enjoying it. Like,
that's important. You can't ever force anything that you don't want to do.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Because like, sorry, but he is the star of the thing, and it's like it's crazy to watch videos because you actually see him
growing up.
You actually see him grow up. Like, I would feel weird for me to even see the kid in person, because I'd be like, I'm seeing you from like a screen,
and then you just see
for so long, and I've seen him like.
But I feel like that's with anyone online. Like you literally, when you see them, like you don't feel like they're real people, and then people are like, oh my gosh, like whoa.
When to go back quickly to like the whole reveal stuff and going on social media and stuff, you know, unfortunately for you guys do have a family there that supported you and understood after a while, I'm assuming.
100%,
what was like? What was one of the important things about people's reactions? Like, was there reactions that surprised you? Was there reactions that wasn't exactly how you guys wanted it from family or friends, whoever it may be?
Well, I was in sixth form at the time, so for me it was like, it was the reveal and I'm in school the next morning. But the thing is with me, I never cared. Like I just could not give my time of day to people who have an opinion on my life. Like it's not your life at the end of the day. Obviously family is important, but at the same time, the only person that his opinion really mattered is Tyler's, because that's who I'm planning to spend the rest of my life with. So if their support's there, absolutely, like that's great, fantastic. But if it's not, then like you can't force, you literally can't force it, family or not family, you just can't force it. But yeah, it's definitely obviously nice to have that support. What about you?
I mean, I'd probably just say the same. Like, as I said, I took time to process it, and when I was ready, just let it
I don't know if you want to share this, but do you want to tell how you actually announced the pregnancy to your parents?
I wasn't even going to say this.
Did you put this up on? I think you guys did a video about how you told family.
We read this already on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, okay, you need to say
it now. But
I think I do remember watching that laughing as well. I don't remember the story, but I remember watching that laughing.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this myself.
So where did it start from? Okay, we got to start from the beginning. So, of course, Milena's told me, I think it was maybe about a month or two after, because I didn't tell my parents straight away. No. Obviously, But
it was a long while.
Yeah, it was a bit of a while. My brother knew, certain people knew as well. And then one of Milena's scan pictures of Blue Eye,
I'm starting to remember the story.
She sent it to me, and so I had it on my phone, and I was like to my brother, "Oh, bro, it's time, man. I gotta tell mom and dad." Like, he's like, "Bro, if you want to do it, you do it, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta do that. It's stressing me. It's killing me. This is the right time." Do you know what I mean? And then, of course, I was on the toilet at the same time, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like because I was on the toilet, it gave me that confidence. Because it's like, no, wait, listen, because when you're in your toilet, it's like you're relaxed. You're in this state of mind where you're just thinking. Do you know what I mean? It's like being in a hot shower. It just relaxes you, your mind is just thinking of all these different things. And then, of course, there and then, I just sent it. I sent it to my mum, the scan picture, nothing else.
Just the picture.
Just the picture.
I mean, you could have gone about that bad.
I know. So of course, I'm more mature now. I'm older now. I wouldn't have done it the same way. But of course, that's how I done it. And she called me straight away. I didn't even answer straight away.
You jumped in the shower.
I took a shower because I was too stressed. I started panicking. I was like, "Oh my days, what did I just do?" My brother was like, "Oh, you done it? Like, what? You just sent a picture and all of that." And then bang.
That's funny.
And then of course I spoke to her on the phone a little bit later. And that was a crazy time. But that's how it actually happened.
Hilarious. Send a scan picture.
I was shocked when he told me that. I was honestly shocked.
That's hilarious. Were they, because you said it was like a couple months after you found out. Did they feel any way about you taking so long to tell them all?
I mean, of course, if you any parent would want you to tell them straight away. But you kind of have to understand that it was me that done this. It was on plan. Let me process it first and be comfortable. And then when I'm ready, of course I have to. And then I will tell you. Do you know what I mean?
How much of it, because everyone says it does, how much of it changes? Because, I mean, I can only speak from a guy's perspective. Like, even the message of it, or the lie the girl tells me, like, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I feel like my whole brain would just be like...
Yeah, he kind of cut the phone on me. He said his brother's calling him, but
I didn't cut the phone. It was more like...
Yeah, he did.
It's not like I just hanged up the phone.
No, he didn't know what to say, so he said that his brother was calling him. He wasn't calling him.
because my head froze.
Yo, my brain froze. Yo, I probably would just...
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
because my mind's got to be like...
So I just literally had to say, my brother's calling me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just to give me some space. And I had to go outside. I walked. I was like...
It was...
I'll do the most. I'll take a trip if I have to.
Do you know what I mean?
It was horrible for me because I literally just... I took the test just before like a 7-hour shift. So I had to go into work. And
whole day,
and I sat there, and I literally sat there. Like there was a new guy there. He was proper making jokes of me, and I was just sitting. I was like really restraining my tears, and I was like, "Hi," like hello, and I was just sitting there like with tears down my eyes.
Of course, you can only imagine the whole day going through that. He's not messaging anything back.
No, I was messaging the whole day. Like that was fine, but it was stressful work.
Then I had to go gym in the evening.
He had to go gym, right? He had to go gym.
I had to go gym. No, I'm being serious. Like literally, that was the best way for me to just release some stress because I had work the next day as well. So I went gym with my best mate, and I told him, and then so we had a gym session. It kind of calmed me down a little bit. Said, right, I got to start thinking how we're going to do this, you know?
That thinking, it just starts straight away.
Mm-hmm.
That thing of, as soon as you know, that's like, okay, cool.
It's like a flip of the switch, just bang.
And what they say about everything changes when you see what you guys have done.
Yeah, what you created.
Everything changes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. When you guys, you've made a decision to fast forward now, like the kid, how old is he now?
19 months, so a year and a half basically.
Okay, so he's over. Yeah, let's say a year in now. Like you guys are really into this now. You're doing your thing. Have you guys come across anyone like that's in same situation as you?
No, and all of our friends are just chilling.
Yeah,
I mean, well, my cousin had a child fairly long as well.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. So his little cousin, they're
older
he's 4.
cousin.
Yeah, he's 4.
Yeah. Well, Luai's cousin, my cousin.
Okay, yeah.
His cousin had a child who's we say is Luai's cousin, right?
Yeah.
Second cousin.
Yeah.
She's a few years older than me.
But other than that, not really anyone else in a kind of similar position.
It's funny, but because you do know what happens. It's just it's funny. You would think. I was gonna ask what like are some of the things that really took you by surprise? Because obviously you can plan and you can say, oh, we got this, we got that. But what are some things that really just like there was no sort of planning that could have just prepared you for it? Like
I can't really think of anything at the top of my head because
I'm
quite a maternal person. So I just initially just got my head into it and I was just like, cool, like.
I mean, like you said, you can get everything that you need, have a plan, start really thinking, how's it going to go? But until it actually happens, that's when, like, you're in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but I loved every single minute of it,
nothing can
being a
prepare you
father.
for your child because every child's so different. So it's like, whatever you buy or whatever you use or the techniques that you think about using, like, sometimes they just won't work. And I think you've got to just accept things are just not going to go as, it's not a plan. Like, you can't plan a baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't plan a baby, but you can't plan how you're going to raise that baby because you don't know what they're going to be like or anything like that.
Do you catch yourselves as like parents doing things like, or like talk to him a certain way or raising him a certain way, and you're like, I don't wanna do that because of course you guys are learning. He's young still.
100%. So like even like with like simple things like even sleep, like we completely like tried so many different things, and I feel like we just went off tracks with his sleep and he started sleeping bus. It was just a mess. So there's definitely things that you'd go back and change, but it's nothing like
drastic. Nothing. No.
Yeah.
What would you tell other young people who are in your situation, in the situation you was in, to think about, to worry about, not to worry about, but to plan, to keep aware of?
I think just to keep working hard and just to keep
working hard. And I'd say not allow other people's opinions.
Opinions.
Any statements that
one.
people have to affect you. Just focus on yourself. If you're single, father or mother, or you and your partner, if you have your partner to be with you, and just focus on what you're going to do, your plans, how you're going to do it, and just go out there, execute it.
Yeah, take advice, but don't let opinions. Because there's a lot of opinions when you're a young parent. Everyone's got their, their little comments and their little opinions to say that you're worse than someone who's a lot older. But like, I can keep up with my kid at the park. So do you know what I mean?
No, it's true. It's true.
When I see the vlogs, he does. I guess it's what they do at that age as well. But he does seem like he's active.
He's very independent and he's very active. Like he'll only want attention and affection when he wants it. So he like to go off by himself. Like we'd let him shower, obviously not shower by himself, but like he'd shut the door and we'd sit right by him and he'd just sit there and just shower himself. If you try open,
he'll literally close the door.
He'll close the door. Yeah, he's very independent. He likes doing things by himself.
Big man, leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. I'm not done.
Yeah,
go away.
But then when he wants,
he'll come kiss,
to you.
hug.
If he wants to be held and so forth.
Where do you guys get your ideas from to vlog? Because you guys have done a few different kind of stuff. Where do you guys get your ideas from, the inspirations to the ideas to do your videos?
Well, some of them are spontaneous ideas.
Some of them are really spontaneous, like, especially our vlogs. If we're like doing something, we're like, oh, let's just go vlog that. Other times I watch quite a lot. I used to watch quite a lot of YouTube when I had the time, and I used to keep up with families and stuff. So I kind of go off theirs and like sometimes just make up our own ideas and just be creative and fun with it. Because I feel like now, especially now that Tyler actually got a new job, so like our schedule's going to be a bit better, and I feel like we can both be a bit more creative.
Yeah, of course.
Because usually it's just me, and it's really hard sometimes just to do the creative, do the most of the filming, and then do the editing as well. It's a lot. So. But yeah, hopefully now we can be a bit more.
You can test it that editing stuff. That dress up one you did where you both bought clothes for him, that was the latest video ever.
That was sick.
We did good.
I think, yeah.
2 very different outfits, but it did good.
I think I went for her one a bit.
Really?
I don't remember. I think I went for, I don't remember.
Do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, I'm trying to
remember.
Mine was like the pink shirt, blue jeans.
I think it was yours though.
And he had like a little Iron Man t-shirt.
I think it was yours though.
Mine was just like a new tee and like the check trousers.
It was like a quirky kind of style.
Quirky sandals.
Yeah.
I'm a bit different.
I think it was yours. I went for, but that video I did was sick. It was amazing to watch. And it's funny that what is it that, as me, as like a fan of you guys' stuff, I asked myself like, what is it like that attracts me? Telling me like this kid, watching this kid 24/7, is that what's attracted me to like you guys' YouTube? Like
100%.
Probably is, yeah. I don't know, but it's like, why is that? Why are people attracted to family vlogs and family videos where I see little kids I've seen in the house watching YouTube videos of other little kids, and these other little kids are just playing with toys, and they've got millions of views on their videos, and their parents are just recording them.
I think it's just like human nature to be intrigued in other people's lives sometimes, and especially like if they're like, oh, they have kids, like I wonder what they're doing and what they're doing with their kids.
And sometimes people compare. As well.
Compare. I think that's really like a toxic thing on social media.
Yeah, you
like
have
people
to be
like
a lot
compare.
Careful of certain things.
Yeah,
Not
I
to
don't
compare.
want comparing this
No,
son
of course,
my child.
you don't want that.
Yeah,
you have to. It happens. So
it does happen. Yeah, so like you'd look, oh, like they can take their kids here. Yeah. We're working all day. Do you know what I mean? And it's not the case. Like you'd think like from our vlog channel, like we're out every day, but we're obviously not. Like Tyler's working like day and night, and it's
Yeah, that's mad toxic. I don't want no other parent looking at my kid like comparing.
No,
but you're gonna get that. Do you know what I mean? Like social media is just that.
Have you guys had anything like that? Anything negative?
You do have negative because we're on TikTok as well. Yeah. We've got a decent following there. Yeah. So there have been some negative comments or comments like that.
It's usually,
what's the point?
Yeah, it's just what's the point? Like I've had Insta comments and like things on TikTok said about me, but it's just like, okay,
so people annoying. So people go out of their way to say like you're young or
no? It's mostly like it's just mostly really stupid stuff. Like it just sounds silly. Like
and any of that stuff never.
Nah. I don't think it ever will.
No.
Personally, I don't think it ever will.
Like I think someone left a message on mine. It was like, oh, I feel so sorry for you and your sad life. I was like, okay, cool, thanks.
When
like,
you said we're sad.
Do you know they're showing the vlog or Instagram video of you happy?
It doesn't make sense. It never will. But
it's just you can't make sense of it. Like those people are probably hurting themselves, taking out on you. It is what it is. Like I don't think it's right. Obviously, like trolling is so bad, but. Yeah. And
it does affect some people in a really negative way.
Yeah, very negative way.
It does. That's why it was good that you guys took that moment for you way in the beginning to...
That's very important,
be comfortable with each other. Because if you didn't take that time for you guys to be comfortable with the situation you're both in and then to be comfortable together with this child and you just sort of went straight into it, it could have blown up somewhere later on down the line.
I think that's a really valid point. I feel like you really need to build up your confidence in who you are, who your family is, and whatever you're showing on social media, because then those comments won't affect you. Do you know what I mean? If you have that real big
believe in yourself,
and you believe in yourself. Yeah. And I feel like that was really important when we built up our relationship, because we know like no matter how many opinions are going to come our way, which was quite a lot, like even because obviously me and Tyler are completely different cultures, completely different races,
families, religions,
everything's so different with us. And we've had a lot of opinions from,
family and outside of family.
Family outside of family, it happens, and you need to be confident in yourself, otherwise that will just break you down and break your relationship down.
That's another aspect of this whole thing. You're from...
I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Where you from country?
I'm Angolan and Jamaican. My dad's Angolan, mom's side is Jamaican.
And
I am Latvian, Russian.
A bit of that mix.
So Luai's really got a
got a whole mix.
He's got a whole mix there.
So I'm a village girl.
if you did that test, you would get like 10% here,
everything.
100%.
Yeah, that's obviously another aspect of it. Just you guys being from totally different cultures, and I've like not anything serious, but I've spoken to girls here and there that's from totally different culture than me, and I'm obviously thinking to myself like, what's the point of me even entertaining this because we're so from different lives.
It just wouldn't.
Yeah. So that even talking to someone, I feel that how big of that was how big of a factor was that?
Do you know what? It wasn't massive. The thing is, I feel like both me and Tyler are very understanding people, so it wasn't a massive factor. It was. I think the only thing that made it difficult was the opinions and the outside. Like, don't you think?
Yeah.
And I think as well because we come from very different backgrounds, but at the same time we're very similar as well.
We both know
in regards to our mentalities. It's similar, so that's why it was able to work anyway.
I've always said that Tyler's like the male version of me. Like everything he said to me, like when we were like in this, like even now to this day, like he'll say things. I'm like, oh my god, like I literally thought this my whole life. Like sounds so stupid, but like even like his dream car is like the same dream car as I have, and like things like we say like, oh, we're gonna do this in the future, and I'm like, oh my god, I was literally wanted to do that in the future. Like just little things, but like we literally are the same person. From different cultures, I guess.
Was that one of the biggest factors to get over?
What?
Was that the cultural thing? How you guys culturally from different? Was that one of the biggest factors? Or?
I think it just kind of gelled together.
We just gelled like as people. Like we literally, I think for us, like we literally blocked out our cultures, our races, and we just focused on each other as people, which I think is really important. Like I feel nowadays everyone's like, oh my god, like they focus on everything else apart from the actual personality of the person. Like, oh, what's he wearing? How much money does he have? Where does he come from? That's not important. Do you know what I mean? It's really not at the end of the day. If you love each other, you love each other. Like
how like prominent is the thought of raising a mixed race child? Because I speak to mixed race people now, and their stories can range ridiculously. Like you could speak to a mixed race person who grew up with a white family, with predominantly the white side of the family, and their white side of the family can be racist sort of black people, and how that can mess them up. You speak to mixed race people who grew up predominantly their black side of the family, and they don't really identify as a mixed race; they identify as a black person. So it's like, how prominent is that thought of how we're gonna?
It's a really good question, actually.
Raise a mixed race child.
I feel like with Luai, we'll never try and hide one part of his culture. I feel like the best thing is just to say, this is who you are. You know, this part of your family is from here, this part of your family is from here, and so forth and so forth. And that's what makes you, you. And that's how I feel, because me, I'm obviously from two countries. So I'm from both, not just from one. And I've always felt that way. I always will. So for him, I'd always like to think that he'll feel that same way. And that's what will make him comfortable.
It's funny because everybody's got their own perspective. Like me growing up, who I am, I have my own perspective. I never ever thought for a second about mixed race people. And then I got older and I realized, oh crap, like everyone else has whatever race you are, skin color you are, you have your own perspective and your own situations, your own reality. It reminds me of, you guys know who Akala is? Sure. Akala. You know who Akala is? He's like an author, a rapper. He does very different stuff.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah.
And he's got a book called Natives. I don't know if I spoke about it before. I don't know if I spoke about it in the podcast. But he's got a book called Natives, and he's mixed race. His mum's white from Scotland, I believe, and his dad's Jamaican. He grew up in like North London sides, and he talks a bit about a book about him growing up as a kid and realizing that you know he was different from his mum, as in off the face of it. He sort of grew up more with his mum, and he was in school, and of course this is like maybe early 2000s, whatever, and the kid made, some other white kid in the class, like primary school something, made a remark to him and his skin color. I forgot what the kid said, but something silly like kids say. And obviously the kid really didn't know what that means. The kid probably heard it from someone else, like in the household or whatever. He remembers that he was so angry about that. Even at that age, he was so angry that the kid said whatever the kid said. And he came home to tell his mum about it. And he went to go, my mum was asking, like, what did the kid say? And he went to go say it. And then it's like in that moment, he was talking about how he realized that, oh crap, like my mum is white, like she's not the same as me in that way. That's when he realized that, you know, the world is going to have a different view of him and his family than he is of him himself and his family. So it's like, That was probably the first thing I read, and it like even triggered me to think, oh crap, like
it's really interesting.
Yeah, like make sure these people actually they have a whole different sort of
completely different.
Yeah, they do, because like he can't really relate fully to Tyler, and he can't relate fully to me. So yeah, that's a really
like. Of course, you guys are all a family and you're all one, but it's like the world isn't necessarily going to look at him as they look at you, and they won't look at him as they look at you. So it's like that's something that makes sure people have to go through. That's why I asked, like, was there any thought to it?
I guess there is now.
So I remember one of the funniest things you guys do on your vlogs are the pranking things that you guys do.
The pranks
that you guys do.
We need to do more. We really need to step up our game.
I think the funniest one was you was sleep.
That one got views.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
No,
I kind of just done it. And
no. The funniest one was the makeup one.
Which one?
Oh, I remember everyone found that funny.
That was
when I done my makeup really bad.
Oh, that was. Oh my gosh, that was actually funny.
That was funny for me because I could feel your face.
Yeah.
Because because you think she's being serious and she's got like.
No, like, she fully caught me off guard.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean. That's why my reaction was. It wasn't staged or anything.
So for people who don't know what you guys did, explain what the prank was.
I just done my makeup like horribly, but not to the point that it looked like clown makeup. It was like just
looked
darker and off. It looked off. Yeah.
And you obviously do your makeup really well. So I was like, whoa. And when that thought was like, it looks bad, but I don't want to say it looks bad straight away. I just want to, let me just make sure it looks bad before I say it looks bad. Do you get what I mean? It's like, but,
so when she walked in the video and you stood there, I laughed because I felt you was looking at her thinking like, I can't say what the hell did you do, because if she's being serious, it's gonna hurt her feelings.
You don't want to do that, exactly.
But you had to be sure that one was funny. So that was a good one. And the sleeping one, you pretend to sleep talk or something.
Sleepwalk and sleep talk. I was talking first, remember?
Oh
and you said some girl's name or something. I was like,
I think it was Jason.
I said the man's name and the girl's name.
No. The thing is, like, maybe a few months before that, he did that in his sleep, but it was a serious thing. That's why
deep dreams.
And he literally just like, Jason. Like, I was like, what? And I woke up and I was so confused. And then it was. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, well, I think you said the name, and I think it sounded like a girl's name. I was thinking,
I think it said a girl's name. Yeah,
this guy's looking for a slap or something. That'd be funny. So yeah, things like that, pranks. I think those are hilarious.
Definitely need to do a few more. I got a few more up my sleeve.
You have some plans as well. You have some plans as well.
Yeah, I have some plans. Like I'm down.
Yeah, same. I got some up my sleeve, so. Watch out.
No, really.
We need to start like an official prank war.
How many have you done so far?
Not too many. Like, I think I've pulled a few. I've done that makeup one. I've done his car being
Yes, that one was funny. That one was funny as well. I mean, not funny for you, but
of course not, man. I was scared. I was training and then she goes and does that. I've done the sleepwalk. I think I've only done one.
Right, you need to step up. Yeah, he does.
What else, people who don't know your vlog, who are going to go into it, what else can they expect from you guys' vlog?
It's literally just whatever comes natural to us. It's like family, kind of couple, like...
It could be a vlog on a day out. It could be a challenge, including Luai, maybe not including Luai. Like, literally, it's kind of just a mix. We don't have just one.
We don't have like a niche.
Yeah, and that's why we enjoy it as well.
Yeah, because it just makes...
It's different.
Yeah.
So I definitely, like I said, I am a fan of you guys' vlog. And I'm not someone who watches vlogs, watches family stuff. Probably a bit biased because I know you.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But like at the end of the day, I've known people who've done stuff like this, and I've checked it out, and I'm like, I don't watch it again.
It's because of Lua. I'm telling you, that guy.
It's probably because of him.
That guy is
He's a superstar.
So that's amazing. Where do people find your YouTube? What's it called?
The Sprangers.
The Sprangers. Yeah.
On YouTube.
Sprangers.
Let people know where to find you guys on social media, your Instagram.
On YouTube, we'll link to our Instagram as well,
so it's the Sprangers official on Instagram, and then we'll have our own separate Instagrams, which you can always find from there as well.
I appreciate you guys coming down. I appreciate you tuning in. One of the main reasons I wanted to bring it down was obviously because you guys have gone through something that isn't necessarily
conventional.
Yeah, it's not and it's not necessarily something that never happens. It happens.
It happens, yeah.
But you'd
never think it'd happen to you,
until
it does.
But I know there are tons of people that go through this, and they don't have anything like this to watch and listen to, and see people who have done it and been there and get some advice. Basically, I guess I would ask you, for both of you, just last advice for anyone who may go through the situation in the future. What would you guys say? Just your own personal advice.
To persevere will literally be the best thing that will happen to you. Like, a child is the biggest blessing, and just to keep it going.
Absolutely
just
amazing.
To keep going,
yeah, be strong. Build yourself up.
Build your children
confident.
up. Yeah.
Do what you have to do,
and don't ever let anyone else's opinions sway your decisions. I think that's the most important thing. There's a lot of things that we've done with Lou I have been swayed by opinions, and it's like we regret it. Do you know what I mean? Like we regret it. So
be strong-minded.
What you want
to do.
Well,
you'll get anywhere.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you.
Appreciate you for having us.
You might not help someone today, but you may help someone tomorrow.
Maybe.
So keep doing what you're doing. For me, my personal opinion of you guys, I feel you guys doing amazing.
Thank you.
You're put in a situation where not a lot of people come out of, and a lot of people can use as an excuse as to not do something.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I think about my mum when she had me at a young age, she got to use that as an excuse to be like, to just not do anything.
I did that for a while.
But then she got up, got her ish done, and went and did what she had to do. So I think you guys are doing amazing. I see the kid on your YouTube, and he's growing stronger and bigger every day. So well done to you guys.
I appreciate it. You do.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. You can catch them on their social media, on their YouTube. Tune in. It's great stuff, if my word is anything. And we'll see you. This is episode 13. We'll see you episode 14. Have a good morning. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay sweet. Stay sweet.